Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, live here on the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com, here with Raider basketball coming your way this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. We have the Shenandoah Raiders taking on your Wapahani Raiders here this evening, as we'll get down to business here with our Raiders Live pregame presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. So, folks, tonight we'll wrap up the regular season, and this will be the final game here this junior varsity season for these guys. And what a joy it's been, throughout the year. This has really been the first time in probably, I would say at least 3 or 4 years since we've broadcasted junior varsity basketball games. Which, even when we aren't broadcasting, we're still always paying attention because, well, we enjoy basketball, plus we're already here, so you might as well go ahead and watch anyway. And but I'll tell you something, being able to broadcast these games, it's really been, like I said, just a true joy. These guys have really meshed well together, and it's been very complimentary as the season has went along here. You've seen these guys not only mesh well together, but they've really had a fantastic season. If I remember correctly, I think coming into the night, I think they're 17-3. It's either 16-3 or 17-3 coming into this evening's ball game here against Shenandoah. That's absolutely tremendous. That is some great, well, not only a great record, but just a testament on not only how these guys have played, but the coaching staff as well has set these guys up to be successful, and they've came out here and listened and performed at the best level that they know how. And, sure, you're going to have some little hiccups throughout the season. They started off actually on the wrong foot. If I remember correctly, they lost at Southwood to open up the season in a very tough ball game. If I remember correctly, I think they lost by maybe a couple points, something like that. But to see them mature as a team throughout the year here, it's really been welcoming to see, and it really gives you kind of a outlook onto what you can see in the future for this Raider basketball program. This is a team that, again, that's young. You basically comprised of mostly freshmen and sophomores. You do have a couple of juniors, but they're dressed in varsity, and they're going to be making an impact on the season next year. And I'm sure some of these other guys are going to be moving up as well in the coming years. And it's nice to, like I say, have an outlook on things and what you can look forward to, not only in this ball game tonight, but then throughout the rest of their basketball careers while attending out here at Wapahani High School. So definitely the future's bright. We've had a great season so far. You might as well go ahead and end it the right way and come out here with a big game and be able to get the win here on your home floor. That's always so important. You got to defend your home court, folks, and hopefully the Raiders are able to do that here tonight. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, we got tonight's starting lineups coming up live right after this. Alrighty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, as usual this evening, is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll take a look here at tonight's starting lineups. First, the non-starters for the visiting Shenandoah Raiders. Start off here with number 5, Ryan Craig. Number 20, Kenyon Troxel. Number 23, Jack Stevens. And number 40, Adrian Atkins. Now for the Shenandoah starters here, we're going to start off here with a guard number 12, Tanner Goff. Starting at another guard number 31, Jordan Zodi. Also here at one forward, we have number 35, Lucas Mills. At another forward, number 42, Carson Brookbank. And the other forward, number 44, Michael Howard. Again, the Shenandoah junior varsity team, coached by Rick Ellsworth. So again, that's the starters there for the Shenandoah Raiders. As we'll take a look here at the Wapahani Raiders here this evening. First, we'll start off here with the non-starters tonight. So the non-starters include number 4, Luke Willman, number 14, Isaac Shreve, number 20, Drayden Gates, and number 30, Luke Brannon. Now for your Raider starters. Starting here at one guard, a 5'6" freshman, number 2, Aiden Franks. Starting at 1'4", the 6'2" freshman, number 12, Alden Mahaffey. Starting at guard, we have a 5'9" sophomore, number 24, Blake Frazee. Starting at 1'4", the 5'6" junior, number 40, Jackson Spence. And starting at the other 4, the 6'2" junior, number 50, Nolan Dudley. Again, your Raiders coached by Chris Willis, assisted by Jeff Andrews and Andy Zigrath. So again, that's tonight's starting lineups. Busy night here on the broadcast. We're going to have quite a few different things going on with this being Senior Night 2020. Between the junior varsity and varsity games are going to be recognizing the seniors, which then we'll kind of talk a little bit about them. It's obviously a big night for them. We want to give them the recognition that they deserve. But we have the senior basketball players as well as the cheerleaders, band members, and choir members that will be recognized here on Senior Night. So we hope that all of you will join us on the varsity broadcast to follow this one later on tonight, again for Senior Night festivities. So as we get things started here tonight, again, Wapahani and Shenandoah facing off here this evening in what will be the regular season finale here on the WHS Network, as Shenandoah will start off with the first possession of the night. So number 12, Tanner Goff now on over here to Michael Howard, right side. Brookbank back now to Mills, back to Brookbank again, and he'll get called for the traveling violation. So first turnover of the evening to open tonight's ball game up there for Shenandoah. So Blake Frazee in charge of the basketball and brings it across half court here. Frazee on the Franks on the right side. Three-pointer up and knocks it down from beyond the arc. Now the Raiders will get it started early here in this one. I'll tell you what, that young man has been literally lighting it on fire within these past, it's really been all season long, but especially here with these last 3 games or so. He has put on one heck of a nice performance here for himself, along with the rest of these guys as well. So good for him, and hopefully he'll keep trending in the right direction here as we'll have a foul underneath. So the foul here on number 44, Michael Howard, will be his first, team's first. And that will send Dudley to the line here for 2. The first one's up and good. Second free throw attempt here by Dudley, up and good as well. So 2 for 2 from the line there for Nolan as the Raiders lead at 5-0. I know, unfortunately, they're on the scoreboard. We have Raiders versus Raiders here tonight. We actually could not fit Shenandoah's name on our scoreboard. It was so long that we couldn't fit it all on the scoreboard there, so that's why we had to go Raiders versus Raiders here tonight. Obviously, you guys can tell the difference. Taking it inside, Brookbank now on here to number 31. That's Zodi for 2, no good. Jackson Spence corralling the rebound that time around. The Raiders bring it down court here. There's Nolan Dudley going up strong for 2 and puts it right on it off the glass. Now with 4 points on the night. So a strong start here for Wapahani. 7-0 lead to open things up here through the first about minute and 45 seconds now. And now an illegal screen called here on number 12, Tanner Goff. That'll be his first, team second. Also second turnover now for Shenandoah. Frazee to Franks, back to Frazee. And that one's going to be a deflected pass out of bounds, so Wapahani will retain possession here with 5:02 remaining here in the opening quarter. Frazee to inbound all the way out here to Jackson Spence. Takes it to the right wing, looking to get it down low to Dudley, and led him a little bit too far to the baseline and thrown it out of bounds. First turnover of the night here for Wapahani. So Zodi will bring the ball up forward here for Shenandoah. Swung on now Brookbank here on the right wing. Cross-court pass. Goff takes it to the shot here, and no good. That was taken right there to the elbow and couldn't get it to go. Now Zodi for three, no good as well. Goodness gracious. Now Brookbank for two, no good, and the Raiders finally get the ball back. I think Shenandoah might have got away with one too many potential over and back.
Who's it off at? Standing out of bounds. Jesus. It was.
Frazee for two, no good. Rebounded there by number 12, Goff, and we'll have a foul here on the near side. It's going to be on number 24, Blake Frazee. Be his first, team's first. Still 7-0 lead here for the Raiders. 3:54 remaining here in the opening quarter this evening. Again from beautiful Raider Gymnasium as the fans continue to file in out here in what should be a very good night of basketball. I'll tell you what, Shenandoah coming in, the varsity team, ranked number 1 in Class 2A. So it should be a great showdown. Not only that, but it's an MEC conference game. So not only is it important because of the conference standpoint, but then them coming in as number 1 in 2A, that's obviously a very big deal. And now we're going to have another foul called here on a legal screen on number 35, Lucas Mills, his first, team's third. And Spence will turn it over. Zodi now on the Goff for two, no good. Jackson Spence with a rebound. Raiders will push it down court. Dudley now on to Mahaffey, and the Raiders will turn it over again. And right there, if you're Dudley, I understand the pressure's picking up there on the fast break, but go up strong with that. Go up for the layup. If you get fouled, that's great. Go to the line and sink them. Another turnover this time for Shenandoah. Spence down to Mahaffey for two. Can't put it off the glass. Now outside, Aiden Franks for three, and that one's knocked through. Aiden Franks strikes for his second three of the night, and Wapahani is all over Shenandoah through the first 4 minutes and some change. Wapahani 10, Shenandoah 0. We'll be back with more right here live on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network, and we appreciate you all for joining us here for this evening's festivities, and a couple of great games on tap here tonight, and great start so far here for your Wapahani Raiders, leading Shenandoah 10-0 through the first 4 minutes and about 20 seconds here, and no good there. There's Dudley as Drayden Gates will push it down for. He just came in the ball game just a moment ago. On the Frazee left side. Back up top again. Now here's Drayden Gates. Back over to Blake Frazee on the left wing. Mahaffey with a screen. Dudley now on to Gates. Nice screen there. Mahaffey takes charge of the basketball. Looks to drive. And now Franks for two. No good. A little soft on the shot. So down court Zodi on here to number 23. That's Stevens. And he'll be fouled on the shot. So the foul here on Raider number 12, Alden Mahaffey, his first. team second. So we'll see number 23, Jack Stevens, heading to the line here for Shenandoah. And the first of two will be up and off the front iron, no good. Second free throw attempt up and good. So Shenandoah will get off the schneid right there after a couple of made free throws. Or after one made free throw, pardon me. So 10-1 ball game. Now Franks with a handoff here to Frazee, now to Gates. Dudley backed over to Frazee here on the left side. Looking for that pick and roll action. Nothing there. Now Mahaffey takes it inside, shots up, and we're going to have an offensive foul. So Mahaffey will pick up his second, team's third. So now we'll see Jackson Spence back in here for Mahaffey. Zodi just holding the ball here on the right side. Now dumped it down low. Goff for two and puts it right off the glass. So first point of the evening there for Tanner Goff. And now a traveling violation called here on the Raiders. So that's already 5 turnovers here in the opening quarter. Shenandoah not too far behind them with 4. Cross court, Zodi takes it inside, now drops it back out. Stevens for 3, it's up and good. So a 6-0 run here by Shenandoah. Spencer on the right side, back with a handoff here to Frazee. Take that one to the middle, kick it back out. Now here's Franks on the left swing, and he's looking to drive to the baseline, but defense cut that one off quickly. Frazee in command of the basketball. Back over to Jackson Spence now. I think Frazee was looking to get the ball down low there to Dudley, but instead that one might go another way here, and now we'll have a blocking foul here on Michael Howard, his second, team's fourth. So we'll see number 35, Lucas Mills, back in the ball game. .23 seconds remaining, inbounded here to Jackson Spence. And now gives way to Frazee, and Wapahani will hold for the last shot of the quarter. Again, after a 10-0 start. Lead's kind of dwindled down, and now we've thrown it away again. 6 turnovers. Turnovers have really hurt us here in this first quarter. Really shooting ourselves in the foot. Stevens from deep. Man, that is how you get it done right there, folks. For heaven's sakes. That young man has brought him back all by himself. 6 of the 9 Shenandoah points there by Jack Stevens. As Wapahani leads at 10-9 here at the end of one quarter. We'll step aside for a break, and we'll be back here with your second quarter of action live on the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Here's Wapahani leads it coming out here in the second quarter with a 10-9 lead. Again, we started out 10-0, and then, unfortunately, things really dwindled down from there. But, hey, at least you still got a lead, and you got something to work off of here. Hopefully we can get it back going again. Really, the biggest problem so far for us has been turning the ball over. We haven't been able to take very good care of the basketball, and Shenandoah's been able to key in on opportunities there. Frazee corralling the offensive rebound, so that gives us another chance. We have Franks here on the right wing, takes it inside and right off the glass for two, and one after the basket. So Franks will head to the line for one more. Foul here on number 31, Jordan Zodi. That'll be his first. Team's fifth. And Franks unable to complete the three-point play. This rims in and out right there. So now 12-9 Wapahani. Stevens will get called for the traveling violation. 5 turnovers now for Shenandoah here on the evening. Frazee brings it across the half-court mark there. Now Frazee looking to Franks up top there instead. On to Gates here on the right wing now. Jackson Spence. Back over to Gates again as the Raiders kind of spread things out a little bit more. Dudley now on to Frazee. Screen set there. Frazee will kind of bounce around here a little bit. Now to the top of the key. Give the handoff here to Aiden Franks. Gates to the corner. Aiden Franks for three, and it's up. No good. But look at the big fella, Nolan Dudley, going to work down low. Missed the shot and then ends up getting a foul called on him over the back. That'll be his first, team's fourth. Stevens guarded here by Drayden Gates. Now on to Zodi here on the left wing. Down low now Mills. Up top. Shot by Brookbank will be up and good for two. So 12-11 affair here with 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Gates out near the half-court mark. You have Aiden Franks, screen set there by Jackson Spence, and Franks with a beautiful pass there to Drayden Gates for two. So Gates will get his first points on the evening. And now an offensive foul called here on Shenandoah's number 44, Michael Howard. So that will already be his third, team sixth. Also the sixth turnover here on the night. Isaac Shreve now in here for the first time tonight here for Wapahani. Shenandoah now sees number 5, Ryan Craig, in here also with his first action as the Raiders will turn it over, the Wapahani Raiders that is. Brookbank now to Mills, back to him again. Now Mills in a corner here for two. Off the mark there. Stevens with a rebound, can't get the putback to go, and Shreve collects on the rebound down court. Here's Nolan Dudley. Goes up and is fouled on the shot. Or no, they're calling it on the ground. So the foul here on number 35, Lucas Mills, his second, team seventh. So the Raiders at the bonus mark now with just a little over 4 minutes remaining here in this first half. So Dudley will go to the line. We'll see number 20, Kenyon Troxel, now in here for Shenandoah, seeing his first action tonight. So Dudley connects here on the first one. Second free throw up and good as well. Beautifully done there by Nolan. Now back to a 5-point lead, 16-11. Again, if you're just now joining us, Wapahani started the game out hot and heavy here. Quick 10-0 lead. But since then, Shenandoah's kind of cranked it up a notch. And off the mark there, loose ball. Brookbank now out to Zodi. No good on the Ryan Craig three, but now Brookbank here with a rebound, and for heaven's sakes, we have got to get a body on somebody and block out. Allowing way too many offensive opportunities with rebounds and second chance attempts here. So the Raiders lucky to get away on that possession with not allowing any points right there. Set, or rather a screen set there by Jackson Spence. Back up top, here's Jackson. Drayden Gates now on the right wing. Again, we have Gates, Shreve, Franks, Spence, and Dudley on the floor here for Wapahani. Under 3.5 remaining. Dudley from the free throw line. Shot's going to be up, no good. A little too short there, but hey, there's Jackson Spence cleaning up on the boards. Putting that one off the glass there for his first points on the night, and the Raiders back now to a 7-point lead. Jack Stevens for two, no good. Another offensive rebound, and this time got the putback to go. There was number 42, Carson Brookbank. 4 points for him now on the night. Gates now to Spence. Up top now to Dudley down low, and can't get the layup to go, but got his own rebound. Look at the big man on the inside. That's what I'm talking about. The tenacity. Not willing to give up on the play. So able to get it done there. Is a foul on number 23. Stevens, his first. Team's 8th. And again, Dudley. Go to the line here for 2 shots as he sinks the first one. So Blake Frazee will get himself reacclimated back into the Raider lineup here. Sub in there for Drayden Gates just a moment ago as Dudley sinks both of them again. Left side here, Zodi tries to find Mills down low, but instead turns it over. 7 turnovers now for Shenandoah on the night, matching the same amount as what Wapahani has. Franks to the corner, shots up, and rattles it home. So Franks now with 10 points on the night. Got a 22-13 lead as Wapahani gets that lead back up there to a more comfortable margin. Foul here on Franks. That'll be his first, team's 5th. Ryan Craig will take it inside and be fouled before the shot. Foul's going to be on number 14, Isaac Shreve, his first, team 6th. Inbounded all the way out here. Now Mills on the right side. Hands it off. Here's Jack Stevens. Up top now Craig. Down low Brookbank looking to go to work. Nice defense there from Dudley. And another offensive board for Shenandoah. For heaven's sakes. There we go. Finally got the rebound. Now Jackson Spence pushing it down floor here for the Raiders. In the corner, here's Shreve back up top. Now Franks back over to Shreve again. In the corner, Frazee, three-pointer up, and three-pointer good from downtown. Blake Frazee strikes for his first points on the night, and the Raiders out to their largest lead of the evening now, 25-13. Brookbank, cross-court pass here to Stevens. Now to Brookbank again. He'll step inside now. Out to Zodi as he'll kick it down low there to Mills. Another near turnover. Brookbank no good for 2. Stevens down from the elbow. No good on the shot again. Spence with another rebound. He's been a one-man wrecking crew here tonight, but now turns it over. Now the 8th turnover of the night for Wapahani. And the layup will be up and good there for Brookbank. So back to a 10-point lead. Raiders now, I would imagine, hold for the last shot of the quarter here. No reason to rush anything. Frazee all the way up top. Here's Dudley and takes it in. Now back out to Franks. Here's Frazee in the corner. And that's going to end things here in the first half. So the Raiders, I don't think, were, again, aware of how much time was on the clock. But both teams will head into the locker room here as Wapahani leads Shenandoah 25-15. Here at the half, we'll step aside for a break. We got some halftime report coming your way, so don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with more live here on the WHS Network.
Need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
All righty, welcome back here, folks, to the Kenshaw Properties game break at the half. Again, it's Wapahani 25, Shenandoah 15. And like I said, strong start there to the ball game. Wapahani got out to a 10-0 lead early. And then about, I think it was like right around 2.5, 3 minutes left in the first quarter there. Shenandoah went out there and then was able to get things rolling there for themselves. And next thing you know, they was able to get right back into it. Now the Raiders of Wapahani, that is, kind of cranked it up a notch there in the second quarter, was able to find their way through it, and like I said, was able to come up with a big win, or a big winning factor there in the second quarter. They kept on trucking along. Really, they started doing a much better job taking care of the basketball was the biggest story. And so, when you're able to do that and being able to, run your offense with fluency and being able to, set up for good shots. You've seen some nice inside work. We got to the line. We've knocked down 6 of 7 free throws here tonight, so that's always big time. And so, we're doing the little things correctly. And like I said, a large part of Shenandoah making the comeback the way they did was simply because of us turning the ball over on a consistent basis, and you can't do that. And luckily we corrected things a little bit there. We end up having 8 first half turnovers, which still isn't horrible. I mean, I wouldn't say it's great, but obviously I've seen worse. But we just got to pay attention to detail, make sure we're doing the little things correctly. Rebounding also, I think, has been another key on the defensive end. Shenandoah's gotten quite a few offensive rebounds, so need to clean that up a little bit more, get some blockouts. I know Shenandoah, they got a couple of guys that are able to get in there, and they like to tip it back out or whatever the case might be. Again, all you can do is block out. Then the job after that is if they go over your back, then hopefully the referees will make the appropriate call. If not, then it is what it is. But all you can do is what you're supposed to do, and that's block out and rebound the basketball. But still a very good first half of basketball for us. Hopefully that will continue, but we're up 25-15 at the half. Again, we'll have more senior night festivities going on following this junior varsity game. Again, I talked about that earlier, and I wanted to make sure and reiterate that again. We'll have all the senior night festivities. They'll be bringing them out onto the floor as the junior varsity game gets over with there. They'll be having the senior boys basketball team as well as the cheerleaders, band members, and choir members come out there to be recognized this evening, talk a little bit about them, and so on and so forth, which we're going to try to get back on here to do that and to recognize those awesome seniors on our varsity broadcast as soon as the JV game's over with. So we're going to make a quick transition. That's why more than likely we're not going to have a post game later on. We'll just talk about the stats for the JV game on the varsity broadcast. Again, we just wanted to notify all of you just to let you know, so then you guys aren't wondering what's going on, and things are going to be moving quickly just to get everything in a timely manner. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that, and really looking forward to a fine evening here from Raider Gymnasium. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back to wrap things up on our Kenshaw Properties game break at the half. All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network, again with the Kenshaw Properties game break at the half. Scoring breakdown here at the half. The Raiders were led here by Aiden Franks with a team-high 10 points, followed by Nolan Dudley with 8. Also, we have Blake Frazee with 3 points, and then Drayden Gates and Jackson Spence with 2 points each for a grand total of 25 points scored here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, Wapahani 6 of 7 from the free throw line. All of those free throws that were made this evening so far was by Nolan Dudley. And so great job there by him. Hopefully everyone else will get to the line here and have some other free throw opportunities and hopefully build off of the 10-point lead that we've established here through the first half. So, folks, again, we thank you all for watching us. We'll step aside here for another break, and we'll be back here with the start of the second half live here on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network as we get the second half underway here from Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. We appreciate you all for, again, joining us tonight for the regular season finale here between your Wapahani Raiders and the Shenandoah Raiders. Shot's going to be up and no good right there. An offensive rebound again, this time by Tanner Goff, and now the three-pointer off the mark there, and there's Dudley cleaning up on the rebounding side of things. Crazy down court, Alden Mahaffey for three, no good. Again, I really haven't seen a whole lot of Alden here this evening because he's been in a little bit of foul trouble. This down low and fouled underneath. Here by number 40, Jackson Spence, so that'll be his first. Team's first of the half. So number 44, Michael Howard, will now head to the line for two shots. And the first one will be up and good. Second free throw attempt, no good right there, and a foul called here on Wapahani's Alden Mahaffey, it looks like, and indeed it will be. So Alden will now pick up his third, team second. All right, so we're going to have Drayden Gates back in here for Alden Mahaffey, so hate that for the young man because you really like to have him in there, but like I said, it's just the next man up. Everybody's going to contribute somehow. Gates here with the basketball, now on over to Franks. Down court along the sideline there. Now Frazee up for two and puts it off the glass. And very nice job well done there by Wapahani, being able to move the ball up and down the floor very quickly there. And not only that, but took good care of the basketball, made smart decisions, and able to get that layup to go, no good, and then the rebound and put back again here for Shenandoah, that time by number 44, Michael Howard. Frazee now on to Spence. The Raiders will slow things right back up here. Now Frazee goes over here to the near side. In the corner, Gates. An opportunity right there. Tell you what, if you're open, he can shoot it. No question about that. Franks does right there, no good on the three. Down court, now Brookbank with the layup, misses it, and then Zodi fouled on the way back up. So the Raiders have already fouled three times here in the third quarter. Foul here on Drayden Gates. Be his first, team's third. And so now number 31, Jordan Zodi, will be at the line here for two, and the first one will be up and no good. Rims all the way out. Tough break there for that young man. Second free throw attempt will be up and good. So back to a slim 6-point lead here. Down court, here's Dudley, takes it inside, and a blocking foul called. So the foul here on Howard will be his fourth. Team's first of the half. Nice inbound play there. A nice job there by Blake Frazee fighting for a little physicality on the inside to put it up and good. Now 7 points on the evening here for Frazee, coming out with 4 points here in the third quarter. No good on the shot. Dudley corralling the rebound, and Spence will push it down floor here for the Raiders. Now we'll hold things up as he gets it across half court. 29-21 Wapahani. Franks pulls the trigger and no good from three. So rebounded there by Mills. Now he'll take the shot there from the free throw line. No good. An offensive rebound and putback. And for goodness sakes, this clock did not start. Apologize about that, folks. I know I pushed the start button, and unfortunately technology at its finest, right? Always works beautifully all the time. Frazee now on the Gates here on the left side. Now back up top. Franks out near the half-court mark. Look, nice find underneath. Now Spence back to Franks. Kicks it all the way to the right side. Now Frazee to Dudley down low. Trying to get the spin move. Collects it and puts it up for two. So Dudley now with 10 points on the night. 31-23. Nice deflection there by Drayden Gates. Goff in command of the basketball. Down low, Mills goes up for two and gets it blocked away by Nolan Dudley. So get that stuff on out of here. Zodi now dumps it down low and a near turnover. Now Michael Howard for three. And it's up and it's good. So a timeout taken here by Shenandoah. This will be their second charge timeout here of the evening with 2:52 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll step aside here for a break and we'll be back with more following this timeout. Alrighty, back to basketball here following the timeout. Again, it's Wapahani 31, Shenandoah 26. And we have Gates, Frank, Spence, Frazee, and Dudley on the floor here for Wapahani. On about 2.5 remaining here in the third. And Gates will get called for the double dribble. First turnover here in the second half. So we'll see number 23, Jack Stevens, now in here for Shenandoah. Stevens down the right side, founds number 42. Shot's going to be up and no good. Bounced around a couple times, and then we'll have a foul here on. It's going to be on Wapahani's number 20, Drayden Gates. It'll be his second, team's fourth. And now we'll see number 14, Isaac Shreve, back into the fold here for Wapahani. And a loose ball underneath, taken away. Frazee comes up with a turnover, and now fouled here by Shenandoah. Things are definitely starting to get more and more choppy out here, so to speak. So Goff will pick up his second, team second of the half. Inbounded there to Alden Mahaffey, puts it off the glass for two. So Mahaffey will record his first points on the night. 33-26. Goff here on the right side, takes it in, no good. Rebounded there by Mahaffey, and the Raiders are off and running and gunning here. Spencer on the left side now up top. Somebody now on over here to Frazee. Setting up there for that screen instead. Frazee just attacks the rim and puts it up and good for two. So Frazee will now head to the line for one more. So the foul's going to be here on Shenandoah's number 23, Jack. His second, team's third. And a free throw will be up and good. So he completes the three-point play. So 7 points. Pardon me, not 7 points. 10 points now for Blake Frazee here on the night. Inbound now Mahaffey on here to the corner. Aiden Franks for three and knocks it down from beyond the arc. Aiden Franks here with his first points in the second half. Third three of the night, and now gives him 13 points here on the evening. Jack Stevens puts it up and good for two right there now with even 9 points here on the night. Shreve now on the Spence. Here's Franks. Takes it and shot's going to be up and no good, but foul here on the play. Take a few more seconds here on the clock. Foul's going to be here on Shenandoah's number 31, Jordan Zodi. That's his second, team's fourth. So 3 shots here for Franks. And the first one's up and no good. Second free throw attempt up and good that time. Again, have been experiencing a little bit of internet issues throughout the broadcast here tonight. Just so all of you know, it's nothing. I mean, we can't really do a whole lot about it. Just essentially it has a mind of its own, to be quite honest with you. As frustrating as it is for you guys, it's even more frustrating for us because we're trying to do a game and do it the right way, and when things always don't work out the way you hope, then it gets a little frustrating. But nonetheless, here, Wapahani with a 41-28 lead, under 20 seconds remaining. Frazee up top here to Mahaffey. The three-pointer will be up, no good. Frazee corralling the rebound, cross court. Franks now for three, and it's up, and it's good. Blake, or no, that was not Frazee, that was Franks, excuse me, Aiden Franks from beyond the arc right there. His fourth three of the night, and the Raiders lead it 44-28 at the end of three. We'll step aside here for a break. We got your fourth quarter of action live here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here with this fourth quarter play live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, it's Wapahani 44, Shenandoah 28, as Aiden Franks will open up things over the shot, no good. He hit one right before the buzzer there to end the third quarter. Beautiful shot there by Franks. Pass down low, bobbled around a couple times, and now another turnover for Shenandoah. Gives him 11 on the night. Alden Mahaffey, no good on the three. Also, Luke Willman getting in the ball game, seeing his first action of the night. So foul be on number 24, Frazee, his second, team's fifth. And a shot up and no good right there, but a foul here on the play. It's going to be on number 14, Isaac Shreve, his second, team sixth. And so that will send number 23, Jack Stevens, to the line here for Shenandoah for two shots. First free throw will be up and good. The second of two up and good as well, so Stevens able to convert on both free throws there on that trip to the line. 44-30, Wapahani on top. And just about 6 minutes remaining here in regulation. Shreve up top here to Willman, now on to Frazee. Mahaffey now gives way to Franks, kicks it down low, and now we'll send it back out, so I'm assuming they're just wanting to run off some clock here. No hurry and trying to score. I mean, granted, you are playing with a 14-point lead, but if I have an opportunity to put a couple points on the board, you better believe I'm going to take advantage of it here. Mahaffey will get it blocked away there by Brookbank. Takes it coast to coast and then misses the layup. So a lot of control there on the basketball as Frazee does much the same thing, except is able to put it off the glass and in there for two, as he'll be at the line for one more. The foul on number 23, Jack Stevens, his third, team's fifth. So again, we'll see number 24, Blake Frazee, at the line as Dudley and Spence comes back in here for Willman and Shreve. And Frazee completes the three-point play. 47-30 now after a fantastic job there by Frazee just a moment ago. Now having a real nice evening here for himself. So keeps on moving along here with the Raiders up by 17. That's going to be a Shenandoah turnover. And Mahaffey down on the other end, putting it in for two. 4 points now for Mahaffey on the night. The foul here on number 35, Lucas Mills, his third, team sixth. Now number 5, Ryan Top, and no good. Rebounded there by Michael Howard. And that's going to be deflected out of bounds. Possession will stay in favor of the Shenandoah Raiders. Inbounded there now, number 42, Brookbank out to Craig, and we'll have a rebound. Number 24, Frazee, his third. Team seventh. So the first free throw up and good here for Ryan Craig. Second attempt up and good as well, so back to a 17-point ball game. Frazee inbounds it there to Franks. And now down court, now Frazee dribbles it right inside and kind of go unscathed right there as Frazee continues to wreak havoc on this Shenandoah defense here. The foul on number 40, Michael Howard. That's going to be his 5th, team 7th. So he gone. I think we end up having a technical foul. Or, well, yeah, intentional foul, I guess I should say. Again, still experiencing some Wi-Fi issues out here. We apologize for that. I know it's frustrating, folks. Believe me, I know. Not sure the reason behind it, but that's technology again for you. It's not always what it's cracked up to be. As the ball be out of bounds, Wapahani will stay in possession here with 4:27 remaining here in regulation. Crazy, a bad pass right there. That I'm not quite sure what he was looking for right there, but that didn't get it done, unfortunately. So the Raiders turn it over now for what is now the 10th time of the ball game. Foul here on Mahaffey. That's going to be his 4th, team's 8th. So Mills back in here for Shenandoah. Also now in here, Isaac Shreve for Alden Mahaffey. And the free throw up and good. So makes it a 20-point ball game. Wapahani on top. Second free throw attempt there by Stevens, up and good as well. Got the friendly bounce and the friendly roll to go. So Jackson Spence sends it on over here to Blake Frazee. Now dribbles to the middle, back to Spence again, rolls to the basket. And no good on the shot, but he'll head to the line for 2 shots. There's a foul on number 23, Jack Stevens, now his 4th, team's 8th. And the first one up and good there for Jackson. Drayden Gates back in here for Blake Frazee. Tell you what, this is the 10th free throw here in the second half for Wapahani. That's pretty good right there. We've shot overall on the night 17 of them. Done a pretty solid job here, and another foul called here on Wapahani. So foul here on Dudley, his 2nd. Team's 9th. Jack Stevens at the line here for 2. The first one's going to be up and good. We'll see Luke Wellman back in here for Nolan Dudley. Nice job there by Nolan. Second free throw up and good as well. So 54-36, 3:45 remaining. Franks on over here to Gates on the right side. Nice screen set there by Willman. Now Isaac Shreve here on the left wing. Up top, here's Willman on to Franks. Drives in, now back out again. Willman will take it. Finds Gates here on the left wing. And again, not in any kind of hurry here. You're up by 18 points. Just a little bit of time remaining here. Just run off some clock. If you have an open layup, well, might as well go ahead and take it. But really about other than that, let's go ahead and wind things down here, dribble it out, and try to use as much clock as possible here. It's going to be a good win here for this Wapahani basketball team. I mean, I understand you still got just under 3 minutes to go, but barring a really bad display of basketball by Wapahani these last 2 minutes, 58 seconds. I would definitely say that the Wapahani Raiders are well on their way to securing their final win of the season here by at least junior varsity standards. I believe, again, coming into the night, they was either 16-3 or 17-3 after the layup or the rebound there by Franks. But I believe they were 16 or 17-3 coming in. Either way, it's a great record. And we're going to have a timeout taken here by Wapahani. That's going to be their first charge timeout here of the night. So we'll go ahead and stay right here with you during this timeout. Again, we got much more to come your way. We have senior night festivities going on following the conclusion of this junior varsity game. So really, as soon as this game ends, we're going to go ahead and then send things on to our varsity broadcast. So then all of you can then switch gears, switch over to that broadcast, so then we can get all the senior night festivities on that broadcast. And then we'll kind of go from there. Again, hopefully the Wi-Fi will hold up for us. It's been kind of a struggle throughout the evening here, but we're chugging along, and hopefully it'll stay in a good frame of things, and we won't have any troubles. But the Raiders will turn it over now for the 11th time of the ball game. Zodi there, no good. And a loose ball as the Raiders of Wapahani will take over. And I'm used to being able to say Raiders without having to worry about the other team being the same name. Willman here at the top. Now he's looking for someone to get open here. Finally finds Aiden Franks. Takes it inside, gets it blocked away, and now a foul here on Luke Brandon, it looks like. Again, Brandon just came in just a moment ago. So Luke will pick up his first, team's 10th. So now Shenandoah in the double bonus. First free throw up and good here for Lucas Mills. And no good there on the free throw. Brandon comes down with a rebound. Nicely done there for the young man. Gates up top, now on to Brandon. Left side here to Aiden Franks. Dribbles to find Willman, now on to Shreve. 1:35 remaining. And that's going to be another takeaway by Shenandoah. Mills for two. 54-39. Shenandoah continuing to put on the full court pressure here. Not really able to get anything working in that department there as the Raiders able to get it down court there rather quickly, and now a foul called. It's going to be on number 42, Carson Brookbank, his second. And that's going to be team's 10th. So the Raiders now in the double bonus. That's going to send Drayden Gates to the line for two. And the first one will be up and got the friendly bounce to go. So Drayden now with his third point on the night. We'll see number 20. Kenyon Troxel now in here for Shenandoah. Second free throw off the back iron, no good. Brandon comes down with another rebound. Now Shreve gets the left-handed layup to go. Awkward shot and all. That is getting it done right there by the young man, Isaac Shreve. Gets his first points on the night. No good there, and a battle for the basketballs. We'll have a jump ball. And the possession error will stay in favor of Shenandoah. And battled all the way out here. Now Brookbank on the Craig for three. No good there. Gates corralling the rebound. Somebody's got to be back there to help him. Finally finds Shreve. Down court, here's Willman to Mahaffey, and that one's going to be deflected away. So 38 seconds remaining, 57-39. Shreve with the basketball. Down low to Mahaffey for 2. So Mahaffey now with 6 points. And the Raiders back up by 20 at 59-39. 24 seconds to play. Mills up top here. Now Brookbank on here to Craig. Drives it inside, and now that'll be it. Was a little bit behind there on the score, as far as the time anyway. But nonetheless, final score here this evening: your Wapahani Raiders defeat the Shenandoah Raiders 59-39 to wrap up a great season here for your Wapahani Raider boys basketball junior varsity team. I believe end up finishing the season 18-3. And that's a job well done by those young men right there. Great season for them. Again, we want to thank you all for watching all season long with this junior varsity team. It's been a great time to watch them and to see their successes and be a part of it and to showcase all their talents. So we thank you all for watching. Again, make sure to stay tuned in. We got senior night coming your way. So head on over to the varsity broadcast here in about a minute or two for that. So we thank you all for watching. But stay tuned in with more right after this.